Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right. So we're going to look at your current situation. All right, so we have the Six of Cups, and that is crossed by the Page of Pentacles. What do you need to focus on? Judgment. Past energies. We have the Strength card. Your strengths. Two of Cups. Near future. The Lovers. Advice. Ace of Wands. The environment. Seven of Wands. Hopes and fears. Eight of Swords. Potential outcome, we have the Hermit. All right, so we have current situation is the Six of Cups. So I feel like you're feeling happy, you're feeling good, you're feeling like, I almost feel like you want to start something new, but you're not really sure what to do. It could be a young person that's come into your life from your past, from your childhood, or from a past relationship. And it could be that someone's come in and you're trying to decide what to do, if you want to communicate with them or you want to move forward with them. Let's see. What else is going on with this Six of Cups and the Page of Pentacles? Yeah, you're trying to decide what to do in this situation. Either you want to start something new, like you've gotten really excited about something and you're like, yeah, I want to try it, I want to do it. And I feel like maybe you're moving forward without really thinking it through, because sometimes we get really excited about things and we don't think things through. And then we're like, oh, I wish I had taken some more time before I had done that. Because you're trying to figure something else. You're trying to figure something out. It's either something you want to do or it's someone that's come into your life. Because Six of Cups can also be somebody is returning into your life. But it's a positive person. It's not a bad person. It's not a negative person. It's not a toxic person. It's somebody that you had a good relationship. You know, it could be a friend. It could be a partnership. It could even be a family member. It could also be a job that you used to work for that reaches out and says, hey, you know, we're looking for people and would you be interested? So what you need to focus on is we have Judgment, and we have the Five of Swords, and we have the Moon. I feel like before you make a decision, make sure that you're clear with what you want to do. And that's what I was kind of saying. Are you rushing into something a little too quickly? Yeah, it's really cool. We get excited about things and we're like, yeah, you're in the energy, you're in the moment. And I feel like this is sort of a big decision for you. And I feel like this is not anything that you want to rush. I feel like this is something that you want to take your time with. But I also feel like it's a decision that you need to come up with for yourself. Like, don't let what other people have to say influence you, whether to do it or not to do it. You can listen to what it is that they have to say and hear their opinions. But I feel like the decision is ultimately yours, but make sure that you're clear about the direction or what it is that you want to do. In your past, we have the Six of Swords, we have the Strength card, and we have the Death card. And I kind of feel like one more. I feel like in the past you led with your emotions, that you led with your heart. And I feel like sometimes that had gotten you into situations that you were like, oh, I wish I had used my head a little bit more. You know, I wish I had really thought that through before I did anything. And I feel like that's kind of what you did in the past. So I feel like this is why you're that's why the Judgment card came out, in that what you need to focus on is kind of hearing the message from patterns that had happened in the past, that you don't want to repeat those, right? That you don't want to get yourself in those situations again. Your strengths, I feel like you love really hard and you love really deeply. We have the Hangman, and then we have the Justice. I feel like when you're in the right frame of mind, that you're able to see things from a different perspective, and you're able to make the right choices for you, and you're able to get things back on track. I feel that you're very caring, and you're very loving, and you're very giving. But I also feel like maybe sometimes you do that to a fault at an expense to yourself, because you get so caught up in the moment that you're not really thinking, is this really the best situation for me? Near future, we have Lovers. It could be Gemini. We have Three of Wands. Yeah, it's beautiful what's coming in for you. I mean, it's amazing. It's exciting. You're headed towards a beautiful relationship, and you're looking towards that, and you're headed towards that, and you're wanting to make the best decisions for yourself, right? That I feel like you've matured, and you're ready to slow things down. You want to consider your heart decisions, but you also want to consider your head, right? That you want to make sure that when you make this choice or this decision, that it's right for you. And I feel that because you've taken the time, and you've kind of looked over the past, and you said, okay, I'm going to make sure that when I make a choice, it's the right choice for me, that it's very rewarding for you. Advice, just like I said before, it could be a job that you used to have that is contacting you. But I feel like you're like, okay, before I get really excited, because I heard from them, and I used to love that job, but let me really think, is this the right decision for me, or is this not the right decision for me? And I feel like this is definitely a learning lesson for you. I feel like you're growing a lot from this. Like I said before, I felt like you kind of led with your heart, and sometimes situations worked out, but sometimes they didn't. But I feel like now you're more informed when you make a decision, and it's a big learning lesson for you. I feel like you also, you kind of take it easy, take it slow, don't rush into anything. And because that's the advice here is, take it easy, take it slow, don't rush into anything. The environment is, choosing what's best for you and hearing the message, right? Definitely, because we have what you need to focus on, and we have the judgment, and the environment is the judgment. There's a message here for you, and are you hearing the message? Are you hearing what the universe is trying to tell you, and it's trying to show you? Because it's giving you this message of the Empress, right? Being powerful and being strong and making your own decisions, but making sure that they're the right decisions for you, and not letting what other people have to say affect you, and making sure that when you're clear when you're ready to make a decision, that you're clear about what it is that you want to do. We have the hopes and fears. Definitely, we have the eight of swords, and then we have the Ace of Swords. Is, you don't want to hold yourself back. Don't overthink the situation, especially with the Ace of Swords there. Don't overthink the situation. If you feel in your gut it's the right thing for you to do, and you feel that you've thought things through, then yes, it's time to make that choice. But don't second guess yourself, because then you're losing that faith and that doubt within, you're losing that faith that you have in yourself. Because if you start to overthink things, and you start to overanalyze things. So I just kind of feel like that's something that you need to look out for. And then, look at that. That's what I was saying. That's what I was feeling, was the energy of the High Priestess is going with your gut. Looking within, definitely with the Hermit and the High Priestess, it's go with your gut. Go with your feelings. Don't overthink it, but don't rush into it, right? Just make sure that it's a decision that you feel, like this is the right thing. So that when you move forward and you look back, no matter which way it happens, it's like, well, at that time I was making, I really did the best I could to figure out the choice and the decision that I wanted to do. But I just feel like this is a really big, growing, learning lesson for you. And I feel like it's a message that you need to hear with the two Judgment cards. All right, so let's get an energy oracle. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, the links are down below. So please check those out if you want your own cards. We have anxiety. I feel like you kind of have anxiety about this with the Eight of Swords. And that's what I'm saying, is that don't get overwhelmed by it. Because that's not going to help you to make the best decision for yourself. It's going to cloud your judgment, having all that anxiety. All right, and let's get one more energy. Okay, we have community. Surrounding yourself with that community that is supportive, that is there for you, and can help you on your journey. All right, and then let's just grab Star Dragons to close it out. We have culmination, completion, and renewal. Right, the culmination, putting together, making choices, making decisions, and hearing the message. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.